are new, coming back, but I'm Danny, and I'm gonna try and see if I get Divine Masculine's reading to come out for us tonight. So wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. Again, my name's Danny. If you guys want a personal reading, all that stuff will be down below. Alright, so the reason why I have a castle behind us is twin flames are having a sort of huge shift. The tables have turned. Lots of energy, see? We got the Luna card. The moon. Lots of things in the shadows now coming out. A lot of things that Divine Feminine I'm getting new last year, or, time doesn't matter, but Divine Feminine did have a feeling, did have I'm seeing, was a leading horse, pulled more of the chariot, I'm seeing, but in the sense of the journey itself spiritually. Divine Masculine may have not came to this realm, to this manifestation, to this life, to do it that way, but you did. Now, this is the funny part, this is why the castle's here, is the tables have turned. Now, if you're in the boat of Divine Feminine, actually taking the time, and I mean time, then again, time, what is time? What is life? Really, I mean, if you've taken the steps, the self-love, all that Divine Feminine, you focus on yourself, even if it's for a short amount of time, if that was very powerful for you, hey, then doesn't matter if it's short or long is what I'm trying to say. But see, look at the butterfly. Something transformed. Divine Feminine did. The inside. Those shadow aspects of herself. Naked, now vulnerable, yet now ready to go into this, what you thought was a fantasy. And it's almost like it's not that it's not a fantasy. It's that it is the fantasy. It's that it's fantasy-like. It's that it's surreal, that it's going to be, what's the word, serendipity? Is that the word I'm thinking? What is it? Let's see. Let's try and, relax and think. And I hope you like my onesie. It's a huge nightie. And I think now it's going to be my uniform for December. Alright. We're actually, when does it stop getting cold? Maybe till even February. I need these in all colors. So if you guys know where to get these types of things, send me, hook it up. Let me know where, because I will go buy them. Alright, so where were we? Divine Feminine, transformation. Yeah, really. Wow, see how that light is coming in there? In the inside, really encompassing her purpose for herself and for the purpose of the light movement. And I'm seeing Divine Masculine, and that would be the steps. The more you walk away towards your two path, Divine Masculine is going to somehow feel, if you are really twin flames, they will feel something. I'm not sure exactly if it's not just the absence of you, because it's always where we hold a part of them, or we hold them in a piece of us, even if we have relatively tried or have moved on. And by moved on, it could be just focusing on yourself, or even trying to fall in love again, find love again, or let love find you. So that's going to be another thing that I'm going to try to understand deeply to help everybody else too. But so far where we're at is that transformation. It's like a mirror as felt. And I'm hearing also, because they're bringing up the way I saw it in the beginning of the journey, I thought that it was, I still do, but since I have been focusing on myself, it's been more of a reminding of that it is what I thought was, sorry, I'm rambling, is that, I thought the way what works is that Divine Feminine, in a way, is supposed to bring him back to God, or bring him back to heaven, or somewhere along the line, something like that. It doesn't have to be specifically you, but it's maybe the spark of you, or something. But now I'm understanding what that something is you being you. So now that you've given a lot of time to heal and love yourself, value yourself the way God values you, and not shortchange yourself with anything that is energetically not reciprocating what you exchange to it. So really valuing yourself, you seeing yourself that way helps you stay on that vibe, on that understanding of what comes next. You know, baby steps with you and God. They felt all of that change in themselves. See, and I'm seeing this card, Two of Hearts, but yes. It's like the mirror. The two hearts are the same, so yours has transformed and so has theirs. It seems now, though, I'm seeing, and we'll find out with confirming cards, I'm thinking that they are going away from codependency. And you had it when you met them as a divine feminine, most likely because you were awakened through them being themselves and then through you being yourself. Alright, let's just get a confirmation card because I've been talking for a minute. So, let me see. Right, so, through each other being able to be yourself, which is a huge aspect to this union, being able to get through that, you needed to transform. Yeah, and through that transformation, you've uncovered a lot, transmuted a lot of your pain into something you can work with, make you something shapely and beautiful. That's what I'm saying. Like, your heart has been shaped. I won't go deeper into what they're showing me, but like some have been whittled from hard stone and some are clay. You know, it just seems that everyone is transforming all over. Alright, so we got floating memories. Okay. And it's in those passionate red colors, so memories are huge next part. So thank you, because that was covering all that. My throat chakra was hurting so much trying to cover all that. But then it left me like, all right, well, what's next? So we okay. Well, the next aspect is Divine Masculine wants you to know that he remembers you. He's really remembering you. The vibe is so excited. I'm stumbling over words. And it's in the way of that they dream about you. And they're sending you dreams. The next one that we had coming out after Floating Memories. And if you see this up close, yeah, it's just like you are in a warm embrace. And also naked. Interesting. Also, I don't know why, but they're saying it, Divine Feminine that normally have not slept naked are sleeping naked now. That's something, a connection with him and him sending you vibes. Alright, Earth Changes is the next one. Is that, okay, so if it's, since this kind of surprises me but doesn't surprise me, this is why I have this here too. This whole union is so fantasy, and the two senses of the word, like, it's gotta be fake and you're crazy, or fantasy, like this, it's serendipitous, it's like a fairy tale, but it is, you know, there's some love like that, you know what I mean? So the Earth changes are going, like, if Gaia, Earth is and I'm not new age, so totally believe in God, hope you guys still stick with me through this, but if Gaia and all that Earth is like vibing up, then the inhabitants on it are too, so that includes Divine Masculine. And that includes all the things like unconditional love, starting to level up. Maybe we're leveling closer to each other. That being love, unconditional of self and everything around. So that can only mean closer to, like, that union. These two closer to that. Anyway, all right, I digress. Can we have any more? Spirit on, yeah, exactly these developments, these new developments in the union, in the, sacred union of twin flames. Okay, cool. Alright. We have autumn leaves. So maybe something about that season, autumn, about us too, alright? Maybe some people also get messages through leaves, or leaves with something special, possibly. Purity and abundance. Alright. So it seems like we're really refining our spirit through this time, especially if you've been keeping yourself pure away from, you know, like energetic, you know, things, interactions, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, Divine Feminine. And it's hard because before, people, even yourself, would have viewed you and said, like, you would have said yes to these patterns in life, taking these things, but this is what this transformation of abundance is these no more doubts, these no more actions of fear, not even for Divine Masculine, so it's mirrored. And say some modeling agent will call you up. Instead of taking that risk, especially if it's shady. Maybe before you would, but nobody did. Now all these offers, it's kind of like the deceiver. It's all of them are coming towards you, and do you take it? Or you may walk into these opportunities in like a pattern energy without even realizing, thinking, but now the abundance also is waking up feeling new, like 5D, always like kind of like giving it that extra thought, more morally awake, more awareness. All right. Keeping that in alignment with who you really are is now engaged more than ever, and everyone's making better decisions, furthering this magnetism of the two. In the flame journey, we got golden memories, and this is someone who maybe it's been a lot of time apart, and that's why it's upside down. And wisdom, so someone knows, and someone knows that you can't wait forever. It is a lifetime, and like we all expire one day, so there is a knowing of these golden memories to make them again. Divine masculine must continue to, or continue. Why would I say continue? I feel like they're saying continue something. Must continue on to where their soul is calling them. But are they going to stay where they're at? Or I know they're not. And I know because also I want to say and break it down too. The way I've seen it in my journey is that, especially in the beginning, is that I knew even since then that divine masculine, if it's not for me, because of me, although it is about because of being, he met someone that was themselves, that allowed him to feel the connection of being vulnerable or able to be vulnerable with somebody. So that knowledge in their head has always been there, and remembering that golden memory, but never gotten again in their grasp, perhaps, as well as you didn't get the same vibe off of anybody, even had you tried before you gave yourself the or even after the time to try to get to know yourself and to heal yourself. But within any time you were out there, even if it may call for divine feminine to be with within her healing, allowing herself to meet new people, it could be different for everybody. I'm not claiming to know everything. I'm just totally getting stuff from my journey, which has been about 4 years, or actually a little over, I think. That is being felt by divine masculine, and also being sent out through the same way he's feeling it. Dreams, memories, you're starting, I think that's the whole pause that you had, I want to call it, or time of healing from the twin flame thing, I want to say. But it's not really, your heart never ever stopped feeling that way. But you did also sending out your healing vibes, basically, is allowing him to feel that pull. And it's insane of how it works. I've even thought that's exactly how it works. But if it's not for him, that seed is the pull. But if it's not for me, I knew, and most likely it might not be for me, and I knew then, and I was okay with it then. I just knew that he would make it to heaven, make it to me, make it to union, make it to what God wants, all of the way you want to put it, all of the above, for him. Like, I knew whatever he was doing then, going with karmic on all these things, or something. Well, I didn't know it was supposed to happen, but I knew, in a way I knew, I didn't like it at all. But I as times went on, I realized it's something that we both have to learn alone. And it's almost like by being deceived, both of us alone, and like telepathically learning things together. So that is also you not giving up. Divine feminine says a lot. All right, return to silence. See that type of returning to, it almost looks like jellyfish underwater. Can you imagine how that calm and serene and silent that must be? But yeah, needing that. Kind of like when someone's over at your house and you can't really like relax or even eat completely well if you're like, well, there's too much stuff going around. So we needed to return to silence to get that wisdom. All right. So that is, no, Malcolm, Sasha, sorry. The doggies opened the door, but feel it. No. They're gonna listen. Watch. No, please. This time, listen. No. All right. No. Sorry, guys. Alright, we'll keep this for the pretty much last cards, and we'll use these that I've already had. This is for Divine Masculine. No. No, guys. Alright, we're going to have to do this real fast. So it was instant feedback. That's during that time, especially during when you least expect it, that healing time. Sasha, no. That healing time. You get instant feedback from your gut. Well, I wouldn't want to say guides because I'm not exactly sure who it is, but I do know it's from above and it's from something godly. Something like, basically, I call it my brother, you know? And, you know what I mean. And you getting that instant feedback from above. Back to basics is right under the return to silence. So it's returning back to, and what I got from this card is going back to, and it is the inner child channel. So going back to your inner kid. Going back to how they would, he or she would react to things and act to things, you know. What I'm trying to say is how he would lead his heart and things, the way he sees, the way he feels, how he would nourish himself, put him first, and what knowledges he takes, what truths he believes in. And that's all coming back into alignment with when we're young, with what he was young with. For both of us, especially I'm seeing for Divine Masculine, since this was his pile, particularly him, you are maturing up, but the way he's maturing too is by going back to where he was as a child. Because as a kid, you can say, no, I don't want to drink that. Or, yes, I want water. I want water. I need water. I'm sitting here until I get what I need. You know what I mean? And it's very much because it's been pressing through spirit to do that. To do so, return to that silent. Maybe he is in grief in his head and he knows exactly where to go because you were yourself. You wore exactly what you needed to wear because you wore what is you that time you met. And it could have been something surprising that you never ever wore again, but you used to wear before all the time when you were more accepting of you. Alright, so yeah, get grounded, remember to breathe, and fake it till you make it. What I got from these is that he believes this now. Now he knows exactly what waters to take, what to intake from people, and it may not be fake it till you make it, or in the way with the same situation, or with maybe perhaps a karmic, or a job, or anything like that, where someone said, you know, fly that way, and, you know, smile now, cry later, but no, he wants it now, just like the kid with the water, like, I'm thirsty, oh my God, dramatic inside, because, see, ready to breathe, dramatic inside, so it's good for him to be going through this and us to be going through this because it's going to balance out inside, or I mean outside, even though it feels like it's overwhelming. So by overflowing it out, it'll balance everything out on the inside because things would be changing, especially with the eclipse and all of these things. Also knowing exactly what is with us in alignment, what is really truly ours meant to be. I'm hearing. All right, so getting grounded and back to that. What eyes were closed will now be open. See, like that sacral spiral? I feel like really driving a man to close his eyes to other things that perhaps are overwhelming him, but don't worry, he's sorting it out, knowing who and what happened and where and why and exactly why he's here, yet while still sending out all this love. So I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, I mean, I can't believe it. Divine Masculine, great job. Divine Feminine, awesome. We got here a card we already had, Earth Changes. So we're going to go in real quick with the, this, whatever deck this is, you know, all that. Okay, let's see. And I'm trying to see how long these dogs stay at the door, really with no one even, like, holding them back. Usually they'd be barging in by now, trying to get trash or food. Alright, so if that mentions anything, yeah, energy healing. Our own power, like our own chakras being able to do their jobs, working now, working for him as well on that end, on his end. All right, guys. So flow of prosperity. Also very lucky. I wouldn't say no to getting a lottery ticket. No, and I wouldn't also say no to believing this fantasy, this actual reality, and it's just so unbelievably beautiful that you gotta not believe it, but it's happening. So it's out in the cards too. Let's see, romantic feelings. Okay, what else is out in the cards for that regarding this whole like surprising fantasy that Divine Masculine is, or not just them but us to them, doing the right thing, doing the damn thing correctly for it to be coming out this, you know, in this lifetime. Perfect timing. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, 2011, dude. Perfect timing for it to come out in this lifetime, and it will, like, just, it's so beautiful. I can't even explain. Just always believe it, even when you don't. You do, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be crying. Right? Wow, within the next few months. Oh God.